I wanted to start the video talking about Brewster, but if this isn't the cutest scene you've ever witnessed, all 2020, I don't know what is. My heart is palpitating with so much joy. My boy Cranston, Pat's boy Eric are becoming friends just like us in real life. And then we got the cutest kitty walking right in front, another ostrich in back. I am without a doubt certain this is my favorite single shot I've ever had on Peach Reef. Hallelujah. Sometimes things just work out so darn well. What's going on, guys and girls? It's Zach from SwitchForce, and this is a super important video. The winter update might be our last hope for Animal Crossing Hurrah in 2020. In fact, I guarantee it will be. Late November is when the next two kahunas arrive in the form of Franklin and Jingles. You know that from their little title card. But there's a lot more within this update. And today I'm taking you through my big predictions for what we're going to witness in just about 3 to 4 weeks. So gather around, grab your snacks, and get tucked in for a warm and cozy video. Make sure to smash that like button if you're excited for the next update, 1.6. I wish it would come sooner, but they did say late November. And let me know in the comments down below what your big prediction is for this fun fest that is going to descend on our game before the year wraps. Now, I don't know. Come here. Come closer. Okay. Even closer. I don't know if I should mention my boy. Is that bad juju or good juju? Am I jinxing it or am I wishing it into existence? Number one is about Brewster, and I don't know what the answer is. I'm wearing his merch. He sent it to me. He dropped it from the sky, and he's like, dude, coffee, cocoa, and you, coo, the roost is coming. But is it true? And I gotta say that I feel like I've wanted this for so long. I've wanted the roost to be here and Brewster to be here all year, and it has not happened. It has been a tough road. And I think the best thing to do is actually about face and say, I don't think it's going to happen. Because last time I was so sure, and then I was so sad. So no Brewster, okay? Brewster is not a part of the update. He's being saved for year 2. None of him. His roost is not being added to the museum. His beautiful tufts are not taking their talents straight to our island. And he sure isn't spreading cocoa or coffee at the roost anytime soon, okay? Okay, I think that's the best way to handle this. And if it happens, if it freaking happens, then we just go bananas, okay? You and me together? All right. Anyhow, that is Brewster, and I am going to leave it be with the big bird brain. Now, I also want to talk about Jingles because he is my priority over Franklin, honestly. Actually, let's get Franklin out of the way. Franklin is here, and I think Franklin is going to be a source of disappointment because I think Franklin is going to be the nail in the coffin for cooking. Yes, I do think that the data mine was a bit off because, in my opinion, cooking was merely referencing what Franklin will require for his yearly annual recipe. I do not think that cooking is coming. The seafood category, I think, ended up being the deep sea creatures down in Pascal's little watery abode. And I don't think the farming ingredients are going to be used in any other way except DIY. So I think the recipe that we saw in the code is going to be just a Franklin recipe to get his feathers ruffled and acquire some items. I think Franklin is going to be a one-day, few-hour, November 26th type guy. And it'll be fun to see a new friend, and the birds on my island will probably be really pumped about another one of their kind. Ignore my mess, don't look. Don't look at my mess. Okay, that doesn't cover it up. That's me. Okay, don't look at my mess. You can't see it. Anyhow, I think Franklin's going to be a bit of a letdown, and I don't think cooking is going to end up being anything of any substance, unfortunately, and that's that. But Jingles, on the other hand, I do think is going to be wilding out. I think Jingles is going to bring a lot, not just for Toy Day on the 24th, as he traditionally does, but I think there's going to be an advent calendar of sorts. That's something that, is quite popular around the world. And I think that we will get a special prize per day from Jingles. I expect Jingles to actually appear more in the same role as Zipper. Now, zip it, because Zipper isn't as bad as you think. Given some of the other characters we've seen and their minimum teeny tiny opportunity to arrive, like Jack for 7 hours on Halloween, it'll be good to see Jingles for more than just one day. And I think he's going to have a big presence on the island. The snow is everywhere. Snow boys are just frolicking. And Jingles is so joyful. He will bring you bells worth of beautiful gifts, and I think it's going to be an advent calendar, and maybe even as gifts for your villagers. That's a big part, obviously, of this game. Could it get any cuter? Ants on the candy, Eric and Cranston the plaza, my Christmas sweater. Did I just kill the ants? Oh my god, I just stepped on the ants. Murderous! No, but Jingles is going to bring back life to the game, and I think he will be an NPC that we can all get behind. Super cool inclusion, and maybe we can give gifts to our villagers, but I think Jingles is also going to give a lot to us, or maybe we have to hunt certain things in order to turn them into Jingles, and then that will give us our daily prize. But I think AC and Nintendo are going to do a super solid with the Jingles part of this update. But I also think they're going to do a solid with one other thing that everybody has wanted basically since the beginning. If you've noticed, Nintendo has made sure to incorporate some sort of under-the-radar update to all of their recent big patches. They put in a wonderful search feature at the Able Sisters that I love. The kiosk is so much brighter with that opportunity. And they even recently updated in 1.5 Luna's Dream Address by allowing you to see where you've been before. Now, I think this time batch crafting finally hits the game, and we do get something that everybody has been praying for. It's no secret that this game is a monstrous success, and I have to imagine that Nintendo is looking around the interwebs to see what people think. And one of the most common things requested over and over, time and time again, is that when we get here to use our pumpkins and use our little ornaments to craft something magical for Jingles or for Jack, that we're able to do it lickety-splat, and especially when we need a fish to get all of our bugs and all of our fish. Bait is annoying when it's one by one, so I think they do finally fix that, and that'll be huge. I mean, it's going to be a small little, bullet point, but it's going to be huge for all of us, okay? There's something more that I think is going to be really big, and this will be the one that surprises everyone, okay? We know that Jingles is there. We know that Franklin is there. We know that cooking is probably, Pat and I have talked about it, cooking is probably not going to be the biggest of deals, but I think Nooks Cranny is due for an update. I think Nooks Cranny is due for an upgrade, and yes, they have been really good about keeping Nooks Cranny decently fresh with the decorations outside and the extra side little palette here that houses a special themed item. But I do think that at some point, this rope is going to be removed, and we are going to get access to the upper floor, and here is where it happens. Now, I don't know if there's a new NPC up on that upper floor, if someone will take up permanent residence, perhaps Leaf or maybe Kix, but I think something is coming to Nooks Cranny. The museum has seen a massive update, right, with the inclusion of Red's art gallery, and I don't believe, as I've told you, that this game is going to get more mandatory buildings. I just don't think it's in the cards. I don't think it's in the works. I don't think it's possible with the way the island is sized. So I think giving Nooks Cranny a little bit of extra in that small upper floor is going to be what we see. And if I had to bet, I think we get a new permanent NPC rather than one of the rotating faces arriving. Because as we know, Jingles and Franklin are both holiday NPCs similar to Jack. They aren't really adding anything permanent to the game, and it's something Nintendo has liked to do by adding Pascal, a permanent inclusion. Luna is always one sleep away. Who'd they add last time? Nobody. I think we absolutely get a fun new face, and maybe even a brand new face in the winter update. Now, last but not least, I do believe that more farming will be coming. Actually, there's two more that I want to touch on. Farming will be coming, and I think we're going to get potatoes, and I think we're going to get carrots, and I think we're going to get squash. 3 more veggies to make a nice set of 4. There will be some recipes that you can craft with them, and it just looks nice. I know winter isn't the best time for farming, but I do think they will expand upon an idea, a mechanic, a concept that they introduced in 1.5 and 1.6. It would be weird to let it go and just have one thing for farming. If farming is going to be a thing, which to me it's a bit of a letdown, the way to make it better is adding more veggies, and here we go with, I think, a new trifecta. But I would be remiss if I did not tell you about my last prediction for this update, which is the Winter Solstice holiday. That occurs on December 21st, and typically it is a small event within the AC world, but I think here it's bigger. It's an all-dark day, and I think it's going to encourage Rover to return for a new puzzle, but in darkness. A spooky mystery island, not of the Halloween sort, but of a really dim sort, where we have to carefully navigate amongst an island of maze and puzzle. That was one of Nintendo's best things they ever did for this game, was bringing the escape room style island maze to a mysterious place and then rewarding you with a conversation with our boy Rover and his briefcase. But Rover did say he'd be back. He has yet to return, and I think now is the time. In my opinion, May Day and Winter Solstice are on a similar caliber. They're not a massive event. They're not throwaway. They exist, and they deserve a little bit of amping. And I think the best way is to bring back Amaze and bring back Rover. And I think with the end of the year coming, and Nintendo knowing that Black Friday is right around the corner, this is a chance for so many people to have so much fun with this title, whether they're brand new players or already existing players. I think they're going to pack this one in. A lot of people I see predicting a lackluster update after they thought the Halloween update was superb. I personally thought the Halloween update was items and Jack and not much else. There weren't any lasting impacts from 1.5. And I think 1.6 is where they rectify. Now, Brewster would be the icing on the cake. But I know, I can't get greedy, and I'm going to say that Brewster is saved for 2021. But at least we get to have some fun. Thank you, Brewster, for the shirt. I appreciate it. I'll have to figure out where he got it if you guys are interested. It's a pretty sweet shirt. But for now, everyone, that's my list. Jingles delivers with a jam of presence and cheer. Franklin's a bit of a bummer. Cooking isn't really a thing. Farming gets 3 new updates. Batch crafting is introduced. Rover returns. Okay, Brewster, not going to be there, but Nooks Cranny sees a fantastic upgrade, taking that building to a whole nother level before we ring in the new year, and Isabel gets to stretch her legs one more time. For now, though, everybody, I'm going to go stretch my legs. You guys have a fantastic day, chilling with my best friends, the ants, chilling with my other best friends, Eric and Cranston. I love their friendship. This is my holy trinity right here. Yo, zen out, meditate, relocate. Nah, never. These guys stay forever, and I hope you'll stay forever as well. Smash that like button if you enjoyed the video and are excited for the update. Let me know in the comments down below your big prediction. And until next time, everybody, I appreciate you. I love you. Spread goodness for the rest of the year. It's almost the holiday season, and we gotta bring the cheer, and that's just what we're gonna do. So thanks again, everybody. Until next time, I love you so much. Members, hi. See you guys on the streams. Everybody else, hi. Lolly, hi. We're looking to the sky because we do want Brewster, but the holiday update, the winter 1, fall number 2, the fun has just begun. Thanks again, everybody. SwitchForce.